Welcome back to Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes, especially if you're just an Avenged Sevenfold subscriber or viewer. First, I appreciate you. It takes a while to get full circle, come back. But the deal is, I don't get a lot of comments. It's not a super big channel. But I get enough comments that express kind of the same thing. Hey, I like this artist reaction, and Avenged Sevenfold comes up a lot that I don't know. I think the band is good if you're just looking to listen to Clairvoyant Disease because it's your favorite banger. Hey, fair warning, this ain't the place to do it. I think the people that enjoy it are okay with that fact. I got the lyrics up in the background. Dust begins to fall to the ground. And you sit there and do nothing. Ooh, I am positively going to do more than nothing. Probably more lip than listen. Fair warning, no quarter given. There's a good chance I know the song. I don't remember. I looked on my control panel. I didn't see it. So I could double check this. We'll double check one more time. Make sure I'm not making a complete a-hole of myself. Don't see it anywhere. Avenged Sevenfold, Clairvoyant Disease. Let's go. The air is cold and thin. You're content to do nothing. It's whispery. And I've been told, because I watch a few of my reactions, I can hear them pretty good at home. So I'm thinking sometimes it don't come through on the phone. That's my guess. Because like it's hard to hear. So there's a whispery something in the background there. If needed, we'll point it out.
Dust begins to fall to the ground. The air is cold and thin. Thoughts are running me as I look around.
Well, yeah, there we go. But in my life, I wanted more. Yeah, I couldn't hear it at all, but we are filtering this through 55 years of existence, a shit ton of felony points, years incarcerated, and 4 times as many years addicted. 18 years cool. So, wanting more, there's this subjective statement. Because it used to be more excess, more want, more desire, more pleasure, more me. Me. Then it turned out I met the guy in the mirror. I hated that SOB. I use some of that as I'm looking at the lyrics and thinking about what it's being. I'm trying. I believe. I've listened to enough metal, thrash in my day. If they wanted to sing about titties, they'd sing about titties. If every other song was about violence, it'd be about violence. I gotta give Avenged Sevenfold credit. It feels like a lot of their lyrics is about life, complications of being human, which isn't the simple animal it's made out to be. A complicated creature we are. Very cool so far.
As I look around, this will never end. When I bleed forever, don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong. This body nails where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long.
Don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong. This spot in hell's where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long. I don't know why it started or where it came from. We stop now. The outside shell is strong. We've been talking about masking. Turns out you get all these new titles and things. I think about it like my great grandfather's generation. There was more than a handful of illiterate men, but you didn't know they were illiterate. They found a way to cover that and make it seem like they weren't. And the outside shell is strong. There's nowhere to run and hide. Confident, but slowly eats away. Stuck alone inside my head. Oh yeah, I mean it screams masking. And here's our difference: is I think we far too often acknowledge those who can't mask it all. They just let it all hang out. Raw dog in life, if you will. Just going at it hard. If they're mad at it, they burn it down. If they love it, they stick their dick in it. It's weird. No social controls at all. And isn't that actually the balance that the demand of society to match up with personal inner turmoil? My inability to be comfortable with that third person from the left staring at me too hard. Yeah, other 100 people are fine, but somehow that look is saying something I think it's saying. I'm full of shit, of course, because I, am a diseased soul eating away at the interior of my facade. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the ballpark or not, but I'm guessing. I think we're 2 for 2 today. You might not like rap, but the ASAP commencement at Obedience Academy, commencement at the Obedience Academy. Similar discussion and themes going on. The music might be different, but the reflections are all too similar. Here, this spot in hell where I belong, there, Dante picking the levels for him. It's the same line. It's the meme that show me the difference between these two things. There is none. Arrangement and music, but that say I'm here only for messaging. Well, literally the same thought was in both pieces of art. And then I'm pretty positive I know how I got to this place in history and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, if this is what you were expecting, cool. We're here, hard in the middle of it. I'm not hard. I mean, we're going hard on the lyrical content. That came out wrong.
Outside shell is strong, confident, but slowly eats away. Like a man plagued with disease, I try to fight through my pores, it seems to see. When I bleed forever, don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong. This spot in hell's where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long. Don't know why it started or where it came from.
Birth. Written into your DNA. If, I guess, born prior to a certain period of time. Now, pretty good evidence that it was put in there chemically through your food. Shh, don't tell anybody. I don't think everything was supposed to be wrapped in tinfoil. But, there could be something there. Now, that's a departure from the song. That's my own insanity, of course. But I'm pretty sure, where did it start? People feeding you, poisoning you. Doctors possibly not caring about you as much as they care about fulfilling an obligation to a booster organization. Oh. When you sit there with nothing, you're content with doing nothing. There's nowhere to run and hide when you live in the dark, stuck alone inside your head. Better off dead. The phone would ring in the empty hours. No one's around. Don't acknowledge right just where I'm wrong. This body knows where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long. Don't know why it started or where it came from. What in my life? I want it more. I need it more. I taste Ode to Dwelling in One Own's Misery, Trapped in Private Hell. Actually, I think the end line is telling. Yep, sure can be. Or, now, this could be reflective of loss in the writer's life, something else. I have no idea. I'm going with path I walked, how it hits me. That's the takeaway, right? Well, why am I listening to music? Gosh, I mean, I hope for me personally, it's more than just a distraction from my day. Sometimes it's an anthem to march to. Other times it's personal reflection because my therapist was a waste of time. The mirror was a lot cheaper. Because first I had to make, peace with the therapist. How you doing? I do well, and then not be crazy at the same time. It's complicated mix. Clairvoyant disease, Avenged Sevenfold. There's some good stuff in there. As really, I don't, whatever the author was thinking when they wrote it is whatever they want it to be about, but without any outside influence. There's my takeaway. Certainly different than, hey, that's a good one. Go buy Avenged Sevenfold albums. Catch them on their next tour. Now, you can do all that stuff if they're doing that stuff. Hey, cool. I'm positive this channel isn't the one that's going to make or break their career, so we might as well do something else with it. That was fun. I hope you had a good time. We'll do it again soon than later. That's not necessarily true. We'll get to them again sometime.